The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Like 20. 56.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. This is Mostert. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I got you. Check. Crunch.
Here's Mostert. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check, 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 check. The Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. I got it. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
Here we go. White.
Check,
You draw Porker. 65.
Kill. SOS.
White.
SOS.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Here we go. 11. Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
Hey, gun.
On first down, here's Breida. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Mostert. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try to run this one in. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and meet?
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Open space inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 64 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Garoppolo on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They go play action here on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 11. I got this.
There's Garoppolo to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 52 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Hey, gun.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now third down.
21.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm going to...
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is brought in at the 21. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Check three.
They run again with Breida. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go. 180.
First down, San Francisco.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
1, Omaha.
Check 50.
They run with Breida. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
65.
Here's Breida. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Goodwin able to haul it in. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Breida. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Well, a tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. This is Breida. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
13.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Check 31. Check 31. Whip. Watch the whip.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Hey, gun.
Check. Mike.
White.
Mike's 56.
Bravo.
All day, defense. All day. Mike 56. Mike 56. Night, sweetheart.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
Right there. 56. Here it comes.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ready?
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Under
11.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
General West. Go ahead.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
11.
Now a handoff looking right. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Check.
Hey, gun.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 56. Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Slam. Mike's 56.
Hey, gun.
Mike's 56.
Check.
Now a give running left is Breida. Got some room at the 30. It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
Here we go.
No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
21. Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
11. Go ahead.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Check. Watch 54.
21. One, Omaha.
Watch out. Kill.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it down to the 32. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now they try the right side here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Like 80s. 21. Here we go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
They run for it with Breida. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go. 180.
You get blocked.
Two.
6 guys.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. But that's complete to Sanders. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 11.
Play action. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7. Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Garoppolo again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys were sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. There he goes left side. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
I got this. Hey, gun.
20, Mike 20. I'm here all day. Check. Crunch.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
I got this.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
56 to Mike.
Hey, gun.
Check 56. Rabbit.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
I got this. Hey, gun.
Mike's 56. Watch the screen.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
11.
There go Mike 20. Hey, pick your game up.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 20. Man, I got you. Mike 20. Ready?
They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180.
They're not ready for this, man.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now look at him go. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I got first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, gun.
56. Check 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
And to give this time to the tailback. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
56. Run.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Right back to him on 1st down. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard, stop short of the 35.
X3, 218, chop.
Now a handoff looking right. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
You got it.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 20, 10, 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 39 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Check. Flag! Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Switch up.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And it is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
180!
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
11.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go. 180!
It's going to be a long day.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this
21,
drive
21.
underway. They're down big here late. I don't know.
Watch.
You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Hey, gun.
Check three.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Now in desperation, looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Interception, baby.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.